This is my first official video, and I'm super excited. As my first video, I'm just doing this as my heart is telling me to, and something that hit me really hard yesterday is the topic of fat. So fat, people are afraid of it, and people on the ketogenic diet are afraid of it. People in low carb are afraid of it. I'm not saying everyone is, but it's kind of funny because it almost feels human nature to be afraid of it in today's society, especially. Say hi to my cat, Indy. Hey, boo-boo. Fat has changed my life. I have recovered from ADHD, OCD, insomnia, anxiety. I am putting fibromyalgia into remission, hypoglycemia, severe intolerance to proteins. I do have lots of genetic issues, and I'll go into details with all that stuff in the future. And I've also been diagnosed by amazing specialists here in North Carolina at Duke by a Dr. Shaw, Ankur Shah, with CSS, which is Central Sensitization Syndrome. It's a dysregulation of the nervous system, and basically epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenaline, those things run just about everything in your body. I was taking Adderall, clonazepam, Ambien for 13 years, just diagnosed with, anxiety or ADHD, which pretty much anyone can be diagnosed for. And I was also told that I could take those medicines for 13 years without damage. You don't take benzopidines for more than 2 months is now what they're recommending in traditional medicine. Overuse of antibiotics, always getting sick, ran into pain, degenerative disc, osteoporosis, scoliosis. I have reversed osteoporosis. I have put so many of these things into remission. Of course, stress, lifestyle, and other things will drive it at its root. And everyone's different. What you do, every single thing that you do from moment to moment changes things. If you're getting into arguments and running into drama and driving drama in your life, and if you're not stretching and you're over exercising, if you're not going to, you're not taking care of your sleep, your nutrition, what you're putting in your body, you're sending signals, and you're asking for signals. So, it's huge. So, anyways, back to fat. When I started this whole keto thing, a highly modified ketogenic diet, because everyone is different, I did not eat enough fat. I was just eating to be within the 2-to-1 protein to fat ratio. And I felt awful. And my hormones were dying. Like, dying. I looked like a corpse, almost. I looked really sick. I was skeletal. I had lean body mass. But the thing is, if you are a certain percentage of lean body mass, the only extra fuel that your body has is your lean body mass. Unless you want to live on carbs forever, or protein, and be stimulating your insulin all the time. which is the root of just about every disease. And, that's not even holistic medicine speaking. It's coming out slowly but surely. Just do a little bit of research. And anyways, now I have come to find that ketosis truly is muscle sparring. I have gained lean body mass and only been eating 50 to 55 grams, which is the top of what I need. Before, I was eating about 67 to 70 grams of fat, or protein, and I felt awful. I was in so much more pain. My joints were inflamed. I was getting swollen. I had edema just about every night. Since I've lowered that, and I was afraid to, and I worked with multiple dietitians to make sure, and they said, yeah, 55 grams is more than enough. 50 grams is fine. You could go down to 45. Obviously, I'm trying to gain a little muscle. Not obviously, but I do like being muscular and strong. I'm working on strength training for my back and my body. I want to keep growing and be strong. It feels good. It feels really good, and I love to exercise. The amount of fat that I eat is like 4 to 1, typically. I was also diagnosed with non-epileptic seizures. Part of the CSS is a vagus nerve dysfunction. The vagus nerve controls your lungs, your digestion, and the blood flow to your brain, and oxygen as well. And when you stimulate insulin, it causes your blood vessels to constrict. When you eat fat, they dilate. So it works. Eat fat. It makes your brain work, it makes your body work, and it will not make you gain weight. You will feel what health feels like. And don't count calories when you start, because your body will find ways to use that energy. I promise you. I am currently a very lightweight for my age. I've gained significant healthy weight with this diet, and that's what I'm doing. But your body will do what it needs to do when you stop hurting it. That's it. Don't count calories. Eat to satiety. Eat fat to satiety. And